Oh my god. The unimaginable vastness of the seas and oceans hide an endless number of species underneath that you won't believe exist until you encounter them. Here are some of the most shocking encounters that were made within the seas. An unusual phenomenon unfolded when a massive sea lion appeared on a fisherman's boat during the day. Footage from 2014 shows the man touching it while it was resting, causing the creature to stir. The sea lion remained calm at first, only reacting when disturbed, possibly due to fatigue or trust. Sea lions are typically found in colder waters, yet this one appeared in warmer conditions, far from its usual habitat. Its large size made it remarkable, especially since it approached the small boat without causing any harm or panic. Aggressive fish behavior. A group from Sitka captured a massive halibut fish, but just as they inserted the hook into its mouth to reel it in, it became aggressive. Recorded in 2021, the aggression displayed by the fish was unusual for this species, which is typically calm. The capture took place in Sitka, a well-known fishing spot, but such a level of aggression had never been seen before. The fisherman reported that the halibut had an unusual amount of strength and believed the fish's behavior could be due to being disturbed from its usual deep-sea environment.
Here we are with Hank with a 10-pounder on.
10 pound.
Rare marine interaction. This kayak experience became a lifetime memory when a giant whale surfaced right in front of it before diving back down. Recorded in 2017, this encounter was unusual because whales typically avoid small boats or kayaks, staying away from human interaction. It's rare for such a large animal to come so close to humans, especially in open waters, as most whales prefer deep, remote areas. Given the whale's sheer size and power can make such an encounter overwhelming for anyone in a kayak, giving the experience a sense of both surprise and potential danger. Something lurks beneath. Modern squid fishing technology has evolved significantly, and this footage from 2021 shows fishermen capturing squid. Squid are naturally drawn to light, so fishing vessels use powerful LED lights to bring them to the surface. These energy-efficient lights can be adjusted to specific wavelengths to attract different squid species. Instead of traditional hand jigging, automatic jigging machines now do the work, mimicking live bait movements to improve catch rates. Deep-sea fishing technology, including submersible LED lights and pressure-resistant nets, makes it possible to catch squid that live at greater depths, making squid fishing more efficient.
Se va! Ya, ahí!
Jungle Lake warning. Tourists visiting the Amazon rainforest stumbled upon a giant otter at the side of a lake, making loud noises. Recorded in 2012, giant otters can grow up to 6 feet long, but reports from tourists claim this one seemed much larger. The otter emitted deep, echoing calls far beyond the usual vocal range of its species. Some compared the sound to distorted whale calls or a form of communication. While giant otters are social and territorial, this one showed unusual aggression. If this otter was part of a secret group, it might be trying to protect others from being discovered. Brilliant aquatic sight.
Action shot! Shores of Alaska!
This footage shows a man with a unique red fish known as kokanee salmon, which are landlocked versions of sockeye salmon. Recorded in 2023, the man releases it back into the water, and it swims away as kokanee live their entire life cycle in freshwater lakes. These fish are known for their vibrant red or orange color during spawning, especially noticeable in both males and females. Kokanee are territorial and become more aggressive during spawning, with males displaying dramatic color changes and a hooked jaw. They typically live 3 to 4 years, completing their life cycle in freshwater lakes.
It's the first fish of the day, a nice big red kokanee.
Giant sea surprise. The fish caught by the fishermen weighed an incredible 297 pounds, much larger than typical catches in the region. The fishermen struggled to haul the massive fish into a small boat, showcasing the size and power of the catch. Using traditional methods to reel it in made the process even more challenging, especially with a fish that big. While large fish are common in the area, this one's size is surprising, as the coastline of Thailand isn't typically known for harboring such enormous specimens. The species of the fish remains unclear, adding to the rarity of the encounter. Shark of the depths.
Oh my god.
It's coming right at the ROS camera.
During a deep sea exploration, marine biologists encountered a massive 6-gill shark at a depth of 3,280 feet. Footage from 2008 shows laser dots on the shark's body, spaced 6 feet apart, which helped estimate its length at 18 feet, larger than the typical 15 to 16 feet for this species. This encounter is rare, as deep-sea creatures like the 6-gill shark are rarely captured on camera due to their elusive nature. 6-gill sharks have existed for hundreds of millions of years, making them an ancient species that has adapted to survive many geological changes.
No, the bait is to the right. Here he comes again.
Rare lobster find.
Oh, no,
bro. He slid right through it.
No, bro.
This man captured a lobster that weighed 10 pounds, with large antennas and massive claws, which he believed was 100 years old.
It's possible this lobster is over 100 years old. He's in really good shape.
Footage from 2021 shows the man placing a sweet potato in its claw, and the lobster breaks it easily. At 10 pounds, this lobster is much larger than typical lobsters, which usually weigh between 1 and 2 pounds. The lobster's strength shown when it breaks the sweet potato could be a sign of its age and the environment it has lived in. Large lobsters molt less frequently, which might explain its size.
8 inches and over is the best in breeding the females.
Something lurks below. In 2019, a man reported seeing an unnaturally large sturgeon fish in a lake that swam calmly at the water surface. Sturgeon are already known for their large size, but this one appeared much bigger than any recorded specimen, making it stand out. It moved smoothly across the surface, almost as if it wanted to be seen, and witnesses noticed that the water around it remained unusually still, despite its massive size. The fish was visible for several moments before it disappeared without any sign of movement, leaving no wake or ripples behind. Colossal ocean mystery. In 2013, a giant whale carcass washed ashore in Southeast Asia, and locals gathered to watch. The whale was so large that authorities had to use a crane to handle it, which is unusual even for coastal areas. While whale strandings happen from time to time, this particular location wasn't known for such events. Some marine experts believe the whale could have come from deeper waters than usual. If the whale belonged to a species that typically doesn't pass through the area, it could indicate shifts in ocean currents or food sources. Unsolved whale mystery. In 2020, a massive 15-ton whale carcass washed ashore in the Gulf of Thailand, with locals reporting that the fish was 40 feet long. Researchers from the Marine and Coastal Resources Research Center arrived to inspect the huge Bride's whale. The carcass was oddly well preserved in some areas, while other parts were heavily eroded, as if something had been feeding on it. They identified the sea creature as a 6-year-old female that had been gone for 5 days. Some wounds on the body did not match any known marine predators, leaving experts unsure of what caused them. Unsettling salmon find.
So you did.
Okay, pick it up.
While fishing, a couple stumbled upon a salmon fish they described as a massive zombie fish. Footage from 2014 shows the woman grabbing it, revealing a haunting face. Despite its rotting appearance, the fish appeared alive, and the face looked skeletal, with hollowed eyes and an unsettling expression. The couple said it was much larger than a typical salmon. Its skin was peeling, exposing raw flesh at the tail, but there were no signs of an attack. Some blamed natural causes, but no official explanation was given for its strange appearance.
Okay. Say cheese.
Unbelievable water event. The red tide event in 2021 was one of the worst in recent history, leading to massive fish massacres, including a shocking number of Goliath groupers. Footage shows lifeless Goliath groupers being pulled by a small crane. While red tide affects many marine species, Goliath groupers were hit especially hard. Some fishermen reported seeing them behaving strangely before passing, swimming erratically, floating near the surface, and gasping for air. Scientists found that brevetoxins from red tide remained in their bodies even after decomposition, showing just how severe the exposure was for these massive fish. Unexpected marine event.
All right, get up to the bow. Get up to the bow. Get up to the bow.
Dolphins often show curiosity near boats, but in 2016, while following a boat, a dolphin dove into it. Known for riding boat wakes, this one unexpectedly leaped directly onto the boat instead of alongside it, which was unexpected. Unlike stranded dolphins that thrash in distress, this one remained calm, as if it entered intentionally, and the crew was caught off guard since the dolphin made no prior jumps. It showed no signs of injury or illness, ruling out common causes of disoriented behavior. Dolphins sometimes miscalculate jumps, but this one landed precisely in the boat's center with remarkable accuracy.
What we're gonna do about this? Dan. Need some help over here.
Shark pulls hard. After throwing a fishing bait in the ocean, leads to this unexpected discovery by this group who captured a massive 14-foot hammerhead shark. They mentioned the fish fought for over an hour before they finally reeled it in, showing an impressive level of strength for its size. Typically found in deeper waters, this shark was caught much closer to shore, which is unusual for this species. Despite using regular bait, the shark's prolonged fight was surprising, as hammerheads are generally not known for being very aggressive, making this encounter stand out as particularly intense. Loch Ness catch. This man throws a fishing bait and gets the attention of a giant fish that he refers to as the Loch Ness catfish, resembling a mythical creature. Footage from 2022 shows the fish swimming toward the bait before striking it with incredible speed and diving back in. The fish displayed an unusually fast and aggressive response to the bait, which is uncommon for catfish as they usually approach more cautiously. It could be a species of fish that typically resides at great depths and only comes close to the surface during unique environmental conditions. Unexpected water battle. Arapaima fish are known for being aggressive, and this footage from Kerala State shows local fishermen struggling to capture one. Recorded in 2022, the fish put up an intense fight, making it difficult to secure the net. These fish are naturally strong, but this one displayed an unusual level of resistance. It was also larger than what is typically found in the area, making the catch even more challenging. The way it moved, thrashing violently, showed incredible survival instincts. Fishermen had to work together, highlighting the strength and power of this massive fish. Jaw power unmatched. Piranha teeth are shaped like blades, but in this 2014 footage, the speed and precision with which it sliced the branch seemed almost mechanical, as if the fish had evolved a more refined cutting ability. Instead of attacking wildly, the piranha waited for the object to be placed in its mouth, showing a controlled response that is rare in such fish. While piranhas are common in the Amazon, this aggressive specimen in Cuyabeno rainforest stood out. Its jaw strength appeared stronger than usual, possibly due to environmental changes affecting its growth and behavior.
Yeah?
Rare creature unveiled. In 2012, a mythical creature from Scottish folklore called the Loch Ness Monster was reported in a lake in Singapore. The footage captured only its long neck above the water, making it impossible to see the full body, leading to debates about its true identity. Unlike most aquatic animals, the creature swam smoothly without making large waves or splashes. Singapore's lakes are not known to have massive aquatic creatures, making this sighting unusual. Many internet users believe it could be a plesiosaur-like creature that has remained hidden for a long time. Double catch mystery. In 2019, a man captured a massive 230-pound catfish after wrestling it for 40 minutes. On the same day, another 230-pound catfish was found in the Rhone River by different fishermen. These two massive fish were caught miles apart, yet both weighed the same.
My friend Thierry and Frank, à la camera.
The unusual coincidence of two large catfish being found in different locations on the same day has led many to wonder about their size and presence. It's possible that these fish belong to a species not yet recorded, or that the region hasn't been fully explored to discover such specimens. Rare deep water find.
Got her, guys.
While fishing in a remote lake, a group captured an alligator gar, a fish believed to have existed 100 million years ago, making it a link to prehistoric times. Footage from 2021 shows them reeling in the giant fish, possibly a female due to its unusually large size. They can breathe both water and air, allowing them to survive in low oxygen waters. Known for their sharp teeth and aggressive feeding habits, these fish have been reported attacking prey much larger than typical fish, making them subjects of many local legends and mysterious encounters.
And that's a double row of teeth it's got on the upper jaw.
Record-breaking fish.
Wow.
The Fraser River is known for fishing white sturgeon, and in 2012, a fisherman caught a massive 12-foot long, 1,100-pound sturgeon. Typically, sturgeons in this river range from 6 to 10 feet, making this catch extraordinary.
The fish of a lifetime. Yeah, buddies.
These elusive creatures are usually found in the deeper parts of rivers and lakes, so it's surprising that this one was caught close to shore. What was even more unusual was the sturgeon's calm behavior during the capture, which is rare for such a large fish. It may simply be an exceptionally old sturgeon which allowed it to reach this extraordinary size.
The size of that fish, oh my goodness gracious.
Unexplained whale stranding. Gray whales are fascinating marine mammals, and in 2016, one was found washed ashore at South Orange County Beach. Typically, gray whales are found much farther offshore during migration, making it rare for one to end up on the shore. The cause of demise was not immediately identified, which is unusual since most whale strandings have clear reasons, such as injury or illness. This whale was about 40 feet long, which is large for a whale washed ashore. Its condition could be linked to shifts in oceanic conditions, such as pollution or changes in water temperature, affecting its survival. Ancient water dweller.
I've caught crayfish before, but nothing like this.
These men were on a research trip when they discovered an elusive giant crayfish hiding under tree roots in a lake. Footage from 2019 shows them bringing it out for study. At 6 inches long, it was estimated to be around 21 to 22 years old. Giant crayfish usually live in deeper waters, but this one stayed beneath the roots, possibly for protection, and unlike most crayfish, it didn't try to escape. Some crayfish species have existed for over 100 million years, and this one's size and age suggest it may have unique traits that helped it survive for so long.
Wrong place, though, don't I? If I get...
Deep sea giant spotted. This massive 650-kilogram marlin fish was caught by a local in Hervey Bay. Reported in 2018, the fish was incredibly large, as marlins typically weigh between 90 and 180 kilograms. Its size made it an extraordinary find. The fisherman mentioned that the fish could be dangerous to eat because large fish like this may accumulate toxins over time. He agreed to let scientists examine the fish, providing a rare opportunity to study its age, species, and the possible environmental factors that may have contributed to its unusual size. Bizarre sea discovery.
I think that. No, look at the yellow mouth.
Look at the body.
Oh.
Why is the mouth yellow?
While fishing at Monterey Bay, this family caught a small fish with an excessively large head and an enormous mouth that could open very wide. Footage from 2020 shows the man releasing the fringehead fish back into the water because it was a baby. The oversized head is a signature feature of the sarcastic fringehead, known for using its large mouth to intimidate rivals and protect its territory. Despite being a baby, the fish showed typical behavior, opening its mouth wide when disturbed, which is common for these highly territorial creatures.
Did you get
Look
a
at that.
picture of it?
Yeah. See the fins all whipping down the bottom.
Massive rescue effort. In 2015, fishermen helped a giant whale that was stranded on a beach off the Chilean coast. They used a massive 200-meter net, which is rarely needed for whale rescues. The large net indicated that the whale was not only massive, but difficult to move with smaller equipment. Though the whale didn't appear to be injured, its stranding in such a remote area seemed unusual. The rescue operation involving nets and ropes and boat was efficient. Many suggest this whale may not have been the common species known in that area, but rather a mysterious species that is just now making an appearance. Unexpected fish discovery. This footage from 2013 shows two fishermen on a boat trip capturing a giant catfish that they reel in. The catch was much larger than typical fish in the region, making it stand out as an unusual find. The fish is likely a Mekong giant catfish, one of the largest freshwater species, often growing over 600 pounds. This giant catfish may have grown so large due to the rich food supply in the river or lake, indicating an area abundant in nutrients. The sighting of such an enormous fish in this area adds to the surprise of the fisherman's catch. Mystery washes ashore. In 2018, a mysterious phenomenon unfolded when an unknown marine animal's carcass washed ashore on Higgins Beach. The carcass appeared partially decomposed, which made it harder to identify the species. Its tail was notably large, and its body shape resembled depictions of sea serpents. Many thought it might be from a juvenile sea serpent, a species that has been hidden beneath the ocean for centuries. Others believed it could be an undiscovered deep-sea creature that rarely comes into contact with humans. A sudden environmental disturbance or shift could have caused this creature to be swept to the shore, far beyond its natural habitat. Strange ocean catch.
We're here in this incredible river system in Thailand. I'm with my good friend Dr.
In 2015, fishermen from Thailand made an unusual discovery when they captured a stingray that was 14 feet long, 8 feet wide, and weighed 800 pounds. While large stingrays are sometimes found in different parts of the world, this species and its size were not known to be in the waters of Thailand.
It is 14 feet long, it's 8 feet wide.
The fishermen used unconventional methods to capture the stingray, possibly because it wasn't native to the area and had been displaced. Unlike most large marine creatures, this stingray remained calm with no signs of struggle during the capture.
Potentially lethal defense. Only defense, not often.
Unexpected shark feeding. In 2016, a drone camera recorded a shark swimming towards a massive whale carcass at Angry Point to feast on it. The whale was unusually floating above the water, as whale carcasses typically sink shortly after passing. The shark traveled a long distance to reach the carcass, showing that it was specifically attracted to this food source. This particular whale carcass was much larger than the usual prey sharks feed on, and the shark might have been protecting or marking the whale carcass, as it could be a valuable food source. Giant shark surprise.
Very, very tired as he's weighing.
It's a huge, monstrous
In 2012, two fishermen from Cornwall reeled in a massive 500-pound shark, which they believe to be the largest ever caught in British waters. Although it was identified as a shark, its exact species remained uncertain.
There he goes. There's his tail going. There he goes.
Leading some to wonder if it was a rare, unknown species or a variation of a known one. Sharks of this size are usually found in deeper, offshore waters, not near the shallows of Cornwall. Remarkably, it was caught using typical fishing gear, which is unusual for such large, deep-dwelling creatures. It could be moving closer to shore in search of mating grounds.
Wow, it just doesn't do it justice. The cat looking through the...
Unusual eel discovery.
Oh fuck, how do I get this guy back?
This footage captures a mysterious eel whose skin is dark brown, but a layer of mucus gives it a green appearance, which is still not fully understood. Recorded in 2015, the green moray eel gets its name from its greenish-yellow skin, which isn't from its scales. Unlike many eels, the green moray eel stays in its hole or crevice most of the time. However, it was caught by a man while fishing. The eel's unique teeth are sharp and needle-like, curving backward, making it an effective predator, and marine biologists continue to study its dental structure.
So you're gonna bite the fuck out of me? I'm gonna let you go. Don't bite me, dude.
Unbelievable catfish catch. In 2023, a fisherman caught a catfish that he believed was the largest of its species ever recorded. Most catfish grow between 3 to 5 feet, but this one measured an incredible 9 feet. Its massive size stood out, and the fisherman noticed it was unusually calm instead of struggling. The catfish had a distinct jaw structure and extra ridges along its fins, features not commonly seen in its kind. If it lived in deeper, uncharted waters, it may have grown this large due to a steady food supply and fewer natural predators. Yangtze River Giant. While fishing in the Yangtze River, a man caught a massive yellow cheek fish, which typically grows between 7 to 11 inches. Footage from 2016 shows him carrying the 35-kilogram fish on his shoulder as he walks through the city, with locals gathering to record the unusual sight. This large fish was caught in the Yangtze River, an area not known for such big specimens, making it an unexpected discovery. Experts believe it could be a mutated version of the yellow cheek fish, possibly due to unique environmental factors in the river. Rare beach event.
When you see big animals like this on the beach, and to think that there's a whole family.
In 2016, a mysterious phenomenon unfolded when 3 48-foot sperm whales washed ashore near Skegness. Initially, 2 appeared on the beach, and the following morning, a third washed up. It's rare for such a large number of whales to strand in the same location within 24 hours. Despite the unusual stranding, there was no clear explanation for why these whales ended up on the beach. The whales arrived at different times, with 2 coming first and the third the next morning, suggesting there might have been a larger event or trigger causing their movement towards the shore.
Surprising, isn't it? You don't think they're going to be as big as they are.
Carcass shocks scientists.
Like I said, right now the odors also is something amazing. You don't smell that.
In 2015, a popular California tourist spot became the site of a massive whale carcass that washed ashore on the beach. The whale was in a state of advanced decomposition, making it even more unsettling to those nearby. The carcass remained on the beach for weeks before it was removed, drawing attention from both scientists and the public because the appearance of such a large whale in a busy area was rare. It was likely a result of extreme weather conditions or a massive storm that pushed it onto the beach, a rare event for large marine mammals.
The second we had seen that it was down.
Mysterious water encounter. This footage captures a brown fur seal resting on a tire that fishermen often place at the docks to prevent boats from scraping. This spot isn't typically used by seals for resting, making the seal's choice of location unusual. Recorded in 2022, the seal seemed to spend the entire night on the tire, which is longer than expected as seals usually move around for food or shelter. Despite being in an area with frequent boat traffic, the seal appeared unbothered, calmly resting with no signs of stress or disturbance. Unexpected sea giant.
Guys, we just caught this massive
In 2017, a fisherman in the Gulf of Mexico captured a giant Warsaw grouper that was larger than himself. The fish's massive size was unexpected, as Warsaw groupers are typically found in deeper waters. This particular specimen stood out, possibly due to a genetic mutation, making it much bigger than any other recorded grouper. Many users from the internet believe it could be a hybrid between a Warsaw grouper and a larger fish species, explaining its unusual size. Additionally, its appearance in shallower waters was also out of the ordinary.
Oh my gosh! How much do you think this thing weighs?
Shocking shoreline discovery. This footage from 2007 captures a massive barramundi fish that somehow ended up on the shore, with a local carrying it on his shoulders. The barramundi was much larger than typical for the species, and its presence near the shore was unusual for this fish. Despite being washed up, the fish seemed unharmed with no visible wounds or signs of distress. Many believe the barramundi's unusual size could be due to overfeeding or an increase in nutrients in the ecosystem, allowing it to grow larger than usual. Gulf's new whale. The Gulf of Mexico has a reputation for being the largest gulf in the world, and in 2021, it introduced a new species of whale called the Rice's whale. The 55-foot, 30-ton whale was initially mistaken for a bride's whale when it appeared on the water surface. Experts believe only 33 of these whales exist, making it one of the rarest. Unlike other baleen whales, Rice's whale stays in the Gulf year-round and is rarely seen above water. Some researchers think it could be a cross between two whale species, which may explain why it remained unnoticed for so long.
We knew that these whales existed, we just kind of assumed that they were Brutus whales.
Sudden deep strike. The giant grouper's mouth acts like a powerful vacuum, and this footage from 2013 captures it sucking prey with incredible force. A man placed the bait near the water's surface, and the fish appeared, grabbing it instantly before diving back in. The grouper didn't just bite, it created a suction force, pulling the prey in like a vortex. These fish usually hunt in deeper waters, but this one surfaced quickly, possibly due to hunger. Unlike most fish that inspect their food, this grouper attacked without hesitation, as if it had been watching from below the entire time. Deep sea surprise. In 2020, a giant 750-kilogram manta ray was reported off the Karnataka coast. This manta ray was much larger than what fishermen typically encounter, making it an extraordinary find. Due to its sheer size and the way it moved in the water, the fishermen initially believed they had encountered a whale. Since they couldn't lift the creature with traditional means, they had to rely on a crane, which is rare for a manta ray. It may have grown beyond its normal size due to a rare genetic mutation or a scientific genetic experiment, possibly escaping from a deep sea research facility. Open discussion. This footage surfaced on the internet in 2024 after a man who claimed to have filmed a real-life kraken sighting of the coast of San Diego. Its large tentacles could be seen emanating from underneath the sea. In another video, Japanese fishermen who days after accidentally caught this gigantic and very large, weird-looking octopus that can only be best described as a kraken. Could it be that these fishermen actually caught a kraken? Do share with us your opinion down in the comments. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.